Hey, what's up? Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome back to the house. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. I am that boy Box. And just getting off work, about to drive home. Roughhouse Boxing TV mobile. You know how we do. So hey, jump in, man. Yeah. Hey, buckle up. Alright. That's what's up. Gotta chop it up with me, man. Starting to drizzle a little bit out here on a planet called Clarksville, Tennessee. So, got some rain coming. Get out here. All right. Now, for everybody that's been following what's going on in boxing, the talk of the day has been Al Haymon and the PBC signing a deal with Fox and FS1, which is Fox Sports 1. And I did a little quick video about it last night when I saw it. You know, when I got the alert on my phone. And once again, I gotta reiterate the fact that boy Al Haymon studded up. Man, I mean, like major. So B.I.G. Yes, he did. I am happy for him. I'm proud of him for figuratively grabbing his sack, putting his foot down, and doing like the wizard did on Lord of the Rings, told Eddie Hearns, "You shall not pass." That's what's up. Yeah, because that's exactly what he did. Yeah, but in hindsight, you know, there were a few of us that, you know, I'm not gonna sit up and say, "Oh, I'm this all wise and all knowing and all seeing boxing sage," because I'm not. You know, in regards to a lot of you cats out there that watch the videos, a lot of the cats that I'm subscribed to in the LDBC or that's not in the LDBC, you know, I'm a novice in terms of boxing knowledge, insight, foresight, whatever the case may be. But through a lot of you out there, bro, my eyes have been open and I see things that I normally wasn't seeing, you know, let's say 6 months ago. I'm hearing things that my ear wasn't picking up 6 months ago, a year ago, you know, in terms of boxing and things that are said and maneuvers that are being made and things like that. But I saw a reaction coming from Al Haymon, you know, and the PBC as a show of force. That's a good way to put it. A show of force to Eddie Hearn and DAZN. Because if the PBC hadn't done what it did, we already know HBO is a dumpster fire that's sinking in the middle of the ocean in terms of boxing. Everything else, HBO is they're number one. But in terms of boxing programming, they are the Titanic after it hit the iceberg. They are on their way down. You know, ESPN jumped out there with the ESPN Plus app, and I'm not sure if that was a preemptive strike to DAZN, because they knew it was coming. DAZN didn't just come out of the blue. For people that are in the know, that are in that market, they knew what was on the horizon. And DAZN isn't new. It's new to the United States, but in other parts of the world, it's not new. You know, but I digress. Yeah, but I knew in order for Al Haymon to fulfill his vision of boxing being brought back to network television and fights being able to be seen outside of a pay-per-view or an app-based service, something was going to have to be done by the PBC. And My frat brother just passed, and oh yeah, 2 A's with a big old 5 for all my frat out there, man. 1906. That's what it is, A5A. But yeah, something had to be done in order for that format of boxing programming to continue to exist, to thrive, to breathe. And this is exactly what it needed, is what Al Haymon did. Not only with Showtime, but what was done with Fox. And that boy World Breaker Fighting brought up a good point. Fox and Showtime, which is owned by CBS, they're opposition to each other. So Al Haymon was able to ink a deal with one and then go across the street and ink a deal with another. That's like saying, hey, my wife lived right here, but my girlfriend stay right across the street, and they know about it. They cool with it. Yeah. That boy Andre 3000 dropped that verse, man. How'd they go? What do you say? My lord, one at Clark, one is Feldman. Both know each other, and it's cool. You can tell when. Yeah, like that. That's exactly what Al Haymon did with Fox and Showtime, CBS. So shout out to that boy, man. I can't stress it enough, man. He saved a lot of you out there, as well as myself. I'm gonna point at myself too, but he saved a lot of people out there's pockets. Because like I said in my video last night, the majority of programming is going the way of the app streaming. And in terms of boxing, that's going to constitute more pay-per-views. And what Eddie Hearn would love to see is more of a UK setup, where they pay pay-per-view for practically everything, regardless of the level of quality, the level of product. In terms of boxing, 9 times out of 10, it's a pay-per-view, So, and I got bros like McGregor Boxing Stars, who could elaborate more to that fact. He knows exactly how many times a month or year or whatever they pay for pay-per-view. But the one thing that I do know, that I do have confidence in saying, is it's a lot less than we pay in the States. Now, granted, what we pay per pay-per-view is higher, but it's not a pay-per-view every week or two, So, yeah, that's what's up, man. And oh man, he almost ran into that dude. Yeah, but so yeah, it was good for the boxing fan. But it was also good for the boxer, because now, well, let me back that up. Here, not too long ago, the issue would come up about fighters complaining about, hey, I'm not getting the fights I need. And the reason they weren't getting the fights they need is because, one, like I said, the Titanic HBO was sinking. So that's one broadcasting provider that bit the dust, or is biting the dust. It's sucking wind right now. So there's really no fights going on there. ESPN, now they did jump back in the game with the ESPN Plus app, but prior to that, there wasn't a whole lot going on ESPN. And their menu of fights, I don't know how star-studded it's going to be. Although they've come through with their, with the few fights that they put on. The first one was the Terrence Crawford fight. Good fight. The second one was the Manny Pacquiao fight, which, even though Matisse was past his he was past his prime. I almost hit somebody. Although he was past his prime, uh, it was still a decent fight while it lasted. And there's been one other fight which I can't remember right off the top of my head. But needless to say, not a whole lot going on with ESPN. But now PBC is going to have they're going to have fights on Showtime, just your main Showtime. They're going to have fights on Showbox, which is normally broadcast on Showtime EX. I forgot what the EX stands for. So you got Showtime, Showbox. It's going to be on Fox, the main Fox channel, and then on FS1, which is Fox Sports 1. So that's 4 different channels for fight cards, and they also up the ante to where now there's going to be somewhere around 52 fight cards per year. Now I don't know if that's going to be a fight every week or if there's going to be fight cards doubled up per week, but I mean, if they wanted to, they could do a fight every week. Thank you. Every week. That's crazy. So now these fighters they've got the platforms, they've got the outlets, they've got the dates for these for their cards, for their fights to get made. So that'll no longer be a hindrance. You know, it's not gonna be, oh man, ain't nobody gonna see me, ain't nobody gonna, I ain't got no chance, I ain't got nowhere to fight. No, you're gonna have a place to fight now. One of those 52 slots you can jump in on. All right. Now also with the fighters, PBC's got a combined budget between Showtime and Fox. I think it's somewhere upwards of $165 million. Man, they can make any fight they want to make. Any fight they want to make. And these boxers can get paid, you know. So now, you know, that's going to cut out a whole lot of, well, the money ain't right. I couldn't get what I want. These fights will be able to get made. And these fighters will be able to get paid, you know, for all intents and purposes. They'll be able to get paid the money that they're wanting to get paid for these big fights, especially the top tier fights, man, because the money 90% of the time always seems to be the hang up, you know. But that's what's up, man. Gotta run in the bank real quick, man. Gonna pop this off again when I get back in the ride. You know, gotta drop off a bag real quick. But that's what it is. I am Dead Boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. Salute to the whole LDBC. Hey, I gotta say, if you haven't checked out the homie, man, McGregor Boxing Stars, who's an LDBC member, man, from the UK. He's over there in Ireland. Hey, that dude is dropping phenomenal content right now. He's doing it real B.I.G. I mean, crazy insight. Crazy insight. Really good insight, man. Really good content, man. Y'all check that brother out, man. Like and subscribe to his page. And follow him because he's doing big things, man. And hey, for your boy Roughhouse, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, share to your social media platforms, and hey, tell a friend about what's going down in the house, man. Tell them next time you come to the house, bring them with you. That's what's up. Hey, I got enough room. You know what I'm saying? We got back seats and whatnot. So that's what it is, man. Hey, I am Dead Boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. Is there anything else? Nah. Y'all go ahead and get on out the house. Gee.